Well, several gas stations across the southeast still reporting long lines, fuel shortages, and price gouging days after the Colonial Pipeline began coming back online. Some say the effects of the pipeline shutdown could last days or even weeks. Jonathan Seri joins us live from a gas station in Atlanta with more on all of that. Jonathan.
Hi there, John. Well, this gas station behind me has actually managed to stay open through the whole ordeal. And amazingly, you can drive right up to the pump without having to wait in a line. But the gas station across the street has experienced intermittent outages. And in fact, today it's out of both premium and mid-grade gasoline. Just an anecdotal example of what you'll find driving around the southeast. According to Gas Buddy figures released this morning, 45% of gas stations in Georgia were out of fuel, 51% in South Carolina, and 65% in North Carolina. In Washington, D.C., it was even worse. 80% of gas stations reported out of fuel. Today, the national average price for a gallon of regular unleaded gas is $3.04, according to AAA. That's up 17 cents from a month ago. The Biden administration says it has strong evidence to believe the criminals behind the ransomware attack on Colonial Pipeline reside in Russia, but that the Russian government was not involved. However, a former director of the federal government's Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency says Russian President Vladimir Putin must do more to curb this international threat emerging within his own borders.
When the president goes and meets with President Putin over the summer, this has got to be on the table. Sovereign states do not allow criminal enterprises to operate out of their territory like this without repercussions.
Now, neither the Biden administration nor Colonial Pipeline have confirmed reports that first appeared in Bloomberg News that Colonial reportedly paid a $5 million ransom to the cyber thieves. John, back to you.
All right, Jonathan Seri, live from Atlanta. Jonathan, thank you. For more on all of this, let's bring in Texas Republican Congressman Brian Babin. He's a member of the House Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure and House Committee on Science, Space, and Technology. Congressman, it's pretty frightening that a criminal gang in Europe, Eastern Europe, or maybe in Russia, can bring to its knees one of the largest pipelines in the most powerful country on earth. Are we going to see more of this?
Well, when you see a $5 million ransom paid and the President of the United States says that's private business, I would think that you're going to see a lot more of this kind of thing happening. You do things in a bad way, you get rewarded for it, you're going to do some more bad things. I think we'll probably see this again.
The official White House line is that Vladimir Putin was unaware or uninvolved with the elements of this attack. Do you believe that?
Well, that's hard for me to swallow, John. And again, the President of the United States, if he thinks that shutting down a pipeline and creating huge amounts of gas shortages, long lines, doubling of prices for gasoline, if that's a private affair and he doesn't want to do anything about it, then whether it's an official state move on Putin's part or whether it was just a rogue Russian crime syndicate, it all has the same effect. And our government should definitely get involved in this. We should never have cooperated because we cannot let crime pay and terrorism pay. And that's what this is.
The gas price average today is $3.04 a gallon. That's after the pipeline hack. 1 year ago, it was $1.87. And the shortages apparently are expected to remain for at least the next couple of weeks. Listen to Patrick DeHaan of Gas Buddy earlier today on Fox.
Maybe a couple of weeks before things really start to feel normal. That is, you don't have to put in a whole lot of effort to find gas. So this is something that still could be a factor, a headache up until Memorial Day weekend, and it should really ease after that.
Obviously, Memorial Day weekend, a lot of people want to go out and do some driving. Is this all because of the pipeline hack? Is it because of the cancellation of the Keystone Pipeline? What's involved here, Congressman?
John, it's all of the above. As the congressman of the 36th District of Texas, I represent really the epicenter of energy in this country. 4 ports, 150 chemical plants, 5 major refineries, lots of energy industry there. And I can tell you, it's not just the hacking of Colonial Pipeline. From the very first day of his tenure as President of the United States, he made a series of executive orders that killed the Keystone Pipeline. He eliminated permitting for fracking on offshore and public onshore leases. All of this had a drastic effect on our fossil fuel industry. This has cost thousands of jobs already. I can tell you, bad policies have bad consequences. And we've gone from a stable economy, prosperity, secure border, the things that we enjoyed during the last administration. In 100 days, we went from energy independence to now having drastic increases in fuel prices, shortages, people out of work. Bad policies have bad consequences, and we're seeing that all across the board, including our southern border as well, John.
We noted that you're on the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee in the House. Kevin McCarthy was talking about infrastructure. He met with the president about that. I want to get your thoughts after we hear from the House Minority Leader. Listen.